That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Double time. Hey, 4 down. Watch the safety creep. Out. Check 3.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 15.
Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 9. Switch. Motion.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Panthers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Shift. Jim.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Nick Folk for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Texans nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Hey, hold on. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 55.
2nd down, Haskins. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
55, Mike. 55.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd down, Barkley.
Check 26, check 26.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Good job, D. Good stop. Good stop.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Round 80.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Alert! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Alert!
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go. Set. 60-yard. Yo.
Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. The 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Haskins will throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Mike 50. Here we go. Mike's 50.
4th down. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 87 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Dancing to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Allen now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. What's the run? They're running it.
Allen. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Allen. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Haskins, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't didn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Haskins. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, check. Mike, 50.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And his throw is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to let it go deep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Texans 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. 56, 56.
Check, 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 kill. Check.
On second down, here's Smith. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch quick.
On third down, Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
I got you.
Hey, team 6.
I'm coming after you.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen flushed out right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They go play action with Haskins. Rolling, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Corey Littleton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 7, Allen got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
42, Texans 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mitch on Ryan. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now it's Haskins. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack. Haskins, he finds Robinson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And Robinson with a big catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Bandit.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Again, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 3rd and 2, Haskins finds his target, Montgomery. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Haskins will throw. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, buddy! 51. Hey, tight. Hey, home. There you go. Hey, watch it.
They'll run with Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Watch twist. Check. Fresno. Check.
Monday. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. You go tight. You got tight right there. Here we go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.